with a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now it's Jackson. Steps up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
Jackson now. There goes a deep ball in zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Hollywood Marquise. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base. Hey, I 7. Check right. 55 mark, guys. 55. Go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have something.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. Devontae Freeman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go! 61. 61. Matchbox lights.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's got some space here. 34 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Let's bring it. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Choose the mic.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Like 2.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Ready.
Check 55 at the bottom.
Here we go. Check 26. Check 26. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Freeman lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down and 4. Locke. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll have it. In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch one. You gonna see me in your nightmare. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
This is Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go. Watch the run. Let's go. Check that read.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Here we go, D.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
53, Mike. There you go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Jackson looking to throw on third. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. Else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to big. Touchdown, Jaguars! Saquon. Barkley, 81 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
That's gonna be a long day.
Hey, Orville.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Locke now on first down. And Woods has it complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here? And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. To try again after the sack, Jackson, and he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And some space here.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Block now to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Rosas is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check 4.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, here's Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And a cut to the sideline. There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Locke to throw. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down, Bears.
Let's go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
On first down, Locke. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch one. Watch one. Bring it. Bring it. Mike one.
Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Miller. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Locke now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent.
And a pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw it is Locke. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
It's going to be a long day. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Lawrence Guy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check 24, check 24. Sweet.
On third down, Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jags picking. Up the first down there, a gain of 12. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eye.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
I got you. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike, 55.
Play action. Now Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And Walker has it. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Luke Kuechly in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Isaiah Crowell. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lawrence Guy able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Jenkins. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watch tight end, watch the ball. Turn right. Alert. 3 down. Mike, go.
Now Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least because
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
No. Shit. 53's the mark. 53.
Bravo.
Silver.
Play.
Let's go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll run with Miller, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their